Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third installment in my video talking series for professional presentations. I'm Kevin, and today I'm going to be talking about two TED Talks. One named Why Do We Sleep by Russell Foster, which is about the importance of sleep and the effects that lack of sleep can have on your mental health and physical health as well. And the second TED Talk is called Making Peace is a Marathon by May El Khalil. And this is basically the story of her and her life from being a marathon runner to being hit by a bus and using that experience to help her create a huge marathon that is run in Lebanon every year. And during this marathon, it's seen as a day of peace in the city, that because everyone comes together and runs, and there is no killings, which happen a lot there. So I will be analyzing the presentations based on the six aptitudes context from the presentation Zen reading. The six aptitudes are design, story, symphony, empathy, play, and meaning. I chose to analyze the videos this way because these six aptitudes really resonated with me. I enjoyed reading that section because I felt that it was something I could apply in my own presentation skills. So I would like to use that to analyze someone else's presentation. So our first aptitude what we're going to talk about is design. And we're going to analyze the videos based on if we can tell the presenter was thinking about design when they were creating the presentation. Because in the Zen reading, he says that design should be a forethought and not a polish, as many think of when they think of design. In the first presentation, we can see that he did spend some time thinking about design. In the beginning, he used the sound of an alarm clock going off, which really grabbed the audience. It wasn't necessarily slides, but it was a media. It was a piece of media that he used to help grab the audience attention and really connect them with what he was trying to say. His slides, on the other hand, could have used some work. The fonts and the colors on the slides are a little bit hard to read, so that is kind of some bad design there. But overall, his design was pretty good, I would say. In the second presentation, the slides are mainly pictures. So they're easy to see, they're clear pictures, they're high quality, and they basically reinforce her story talking points, which is very good, a very good design. A very good way to design a storytelling type of presentation. The next thing we're going to analyze is the story in the presentation. Was there very good storytelling in both presentations? In the first one, Why Do We Sleep? No, not really. The slides don't necessarily tell a story. They're more of a driving force for fact verification. In the second presentation, Making Peace, she used the photos in her slides to help the audience really imagine what she was doing when she was saying the different activities she was performing in her story, which really helped her have an amazing story, and it helped inspire those to come through adversity. Next, we are going to talk about the symphony. And the symphony is basically how well the facts made sense to the viewer, and did they have take-home points in their presentation. In the first presentation, why do we need sleep? He definitely had some take-home points. Basically, why sleep is very important was the main take-home point, and that it is very important. He uses the slides to reinforce his different facts. Next, we're going to talk about the symphony. And the symphony is basically how well the facts made sense to the viewer. And did the presenter create take-home points for the viewer in the audience? And for the first presentation, yes. At the end of it all, there was the take-home point that sleep is important. Don't sleep on sleep. Um, and he uses the slides to reinforce the different facts that he finds that are important, the take-home points that he wants each audience member to take home with him. In the other presentation, she also has great symphony in the images she used when going through her slides. The photos she used helped the audience feel the highs and lows of the presentation, to really take home the fact that her marathon helped create a day of peace in her country. Next, we're going to talk about the empathy. Did it really seem like the presenter's mind was with the audience when they were creating the slides for their shows? In the first presentation, yes. He talks about different facts that he felt wouldn't resonate well with the audience, and for those facts, he doesn't have slides. But for the facts that he did deem important for the audience, like such as the myth-busting slide that talked about how teenagers need more than 8 hours or more sleep than most people think, he had slides for those, which really helped make the audience pay attention to those facts. In the second presentation, it seemed like she also had empathy with the audience, because she carefully chose each photo and knew what the audience would be feeling when she was talking about those portions of her story. And each photo helped the audience stay involved in the story. Next, we have my favorite portion of presenting, which is the play. Were the presentations fun? The first presentation, yes, it was a lot of fun. He made a lot of funny jokes, especially the one about the social scientists not necessarily having brains or not knowing how to use them. That one was really funny. And he used fun slides. The slides had like funny, cartoonish looking images, and the fonts were fun. Maybe there was a little too much. Like I said earlier, they were a little bit hard to read, but you could see that he was really trying to make the presentation fun and enjoyable. In the second, not really. There was not really any play. The presentation is a serious presentation. The topic is a serious topic. It's talking about peace. But I think that she could have used a different set of photos when she was talking about the marathons. Maybe more fun photos of people smiling and looking like they're having a good time, which maybe people don't smile during marathons. I'm not too sure. I don't really run marathons, so. But I think she could have used some more goofy pictures to just make the presentation a little bit lighter. I found it a little bit dark. And finally, we come to the meaning. Did the presentation make a difference? Did the slides help the presentation make a difference? And in both, resounding yes. The first presentation, his slides really enforced the fact that sleep is really important, the main meaning of the presentation, and the facts that he put on the slides were backed up by what he was saying, which helped make him sound a lot more credible. In the second presentation, yes, the slides she created drove the meaning very well, from the photo of her in the hospital bed to seeing the people running in the marathon she put together. You can really tell the impact she made in her community, which in turn had an impact in the audience. Both of these presentations were very good. I kind of favor the one about sleeping a little better because I like fun presentations. Like I said before, I found the second one to be a little bit dark. But all in all, both were very good presentations. Thank you.